Hello, I am Dr. Karen Oates-Jackson. I am located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas, and earlier this year I completed my EDD in Curriculum and Instruction from Liberty University. I'm certified in English Language Arts 4 through 12 with a supplemental English as a second language certification in the state of Texas. I also recently became a certified curriculum developer through the Education Forever agency. I've taught English, language arts, and reading for 17 years, which included mentoring and coaching student teachers as well as first-year teachers during the last 12 years of my career. At 2 of the campuses that I taught at, I was named Teacher of the Year, and 2 school districts chose me to participate in specialized training with some of the best teachers in the country in Atlanta, Georgia. I've held leadership roles such as grade level chair, English department chair, 9th grade English lead, campus gifted and talented specialist, as well as the campus advisor for our district mentoring program. These roles and a host of other training, campus responsibilities, and key achievements qualify me to be a mentor with Edifying Teachers. The new paradigm of the Edifying Teachers community of support framework resonates with me because I believe that personalized coaching and mentoring are the best ways to assist and retain new teachers, especially those of color, as it has been my experience that not all new teachers need the same thing as professional development suggests. Professional development is broad and it assumes all teachers are in need of the same thing, whereas coaching and mentoring are personalized for the specific needs of the teacher. As a mentor and coach, I have always made sure to listen to the needs of the mentee to make sure that I am providing them with what they believe they need to be successful. I think that is the first step to collaboration. My graduate school research also supports Edifying Teachers' belief that self-efficacy is essential for retention and growth as an educator. Just as I have watched my former students flourish into professional adults, it makes me proud to see the young teachers I have mentored thrive as they move forward in their teaching careers. My why is simply that it is in my nature to not only assist others, but to make a difference, which is what brought me to education as well as to Edifying Teachers. During my 17 years as an educator, I have formally mentored novice teachers, but for me, the best mentoring comes from relationships that are organically produced. Just 2 professionals drawn together based on their personalities and common interests, as well as one's desire to grow and the other's desire to share their wealth of knowledge. In some instances, those that I have mentored in the past did not teach the same content that I taught. Which was fine because effective mentoring is about more than just content. One of my very best mentors as a novice teacher was a middle school math teacher, and I'm actually still friends with them to this very day. My approach to mentoring and coaching is very simple. 1, listening to my mentee to gauge what their greatest needs are, and 2, my experience to provide information and the support that I wish I'd had as a novice teacher when I first began teaching. The most important principle for me when it comes to mentoring, coaching, or teaching is to make sure that I listen. One of the best things you can do as a teacher or mentor is to make sure that you allow others to be heard. Listening will allow you to determine the appropriate approach for mentoring. My approach to mentoring coaching and teaching reflects my values, as I believe ultimately everyone is responsible for their learning and success. But as a teacher mentor, it is still my responsibility to provide students and mentees with assistance to reach their potential. As an educator, I know that education is not always fair. Schools that are properly funded typically have the best of everything, including teachers. I always tell my students at the beginning of the year that I will always be fair, but I will not necessarily treat them all the same, as they all do not need or require the same things from me. Since students typically think that treating everyone equally equals fairness, I then have to help them to understand that I'm talking about equity. Equity is the key to making sure that everyone succeeds by the end of the year, by making sure that they all have exactly what they need to be successful. And no matter where they begin at the beginning of the year, as long as they've made progress by the end, then they have indeed succeeded. So success is what I consider to be growth, where you ended versus where you started. So I have to look at each student or mentee as an individual with individual needs that I must meet. It is my hope to improve my mentees' self-efficacy by assisting them in setting realistic goals. I recall that as a new teacher, I wanted to do all the things, and my husband had to remind me that I could not boil the ocean. It is important to help mentees break down larger goals into smaller goals, manageable steps to build confidence and a sense of accomplishment. Another way I can improve, or I hope to improve, my mentees' self-efficacy is by exhibiting a sense of confidence in their skills and potential for growth, and providing a personal account of how I overcame obstacles and cultivated my own self-efficacy through persistence and resilience. I will also cultivate a sense of belonging and community for my mentee by creating a supportive environment where they feel safe to express themselves, ask questions, and share their thoughts and experiences, in addition to establishing regular check-ins to make sure they feel connected as well as supported.